What's happening, everybody? Hope you're well. Welcome along to some PBE League 2 action. For one last time this weekend, we're in France. Just doing myself a little sound check. Hello Ariel, hello Mini Ramsel. Mini Ramsel to get pole, please. Right, we're just waiting for the guy. Just going to give couple of more seconds and we're going to go with 19 and Stu's going to join with Joran Quali. So yeah, got this very nice track of this Paul Ricard track, as we know, is very good for racing. Plenty of DRS trains, and I'm just Ariel seeing shadows for Paul. Can you hear us? Give a yes if you can hear us. Oh, there we go. Have I had that muted? I think I have. There we go. Ariel can it, Theo can. Well, hopefully I've sorted that out. Right, I'll not run through the introduction again, but we'll get on. Yeah, so let's get ready and up, please, guys and girls, and we'll get this action underway. Stu has messaged us and he is running a touch late, so he'll be able to jump in. There's Mercedes. Unfortunately, we can hear you. Yeah. True. Hey, I'll turn my mic off. Me, I can't. I just sit and talk to the wall. I do anyway. Right. Just gonna tell these lot to ready up. Right, so we've got 19 to start with. We've got a reserve in, making a re-debut if you like. Hassalu's back in the server. He was with last season. Us oldies in technology. Oh, aye. Mate, I've got 4 different things and I've got to focus on one at a time and I miss everything, so I haven't got a setup like these young'uns do. But aye. So Hassalu drove a couple of races last season in the old League 1 and he's back and he's going to reserve today and make his debut in League 2, so I wish him well. The driver I'm missing is Ruthless Venom, so he's got a good seat to fill. Looking nice and bright so far. That's good to see. Hopefully we'll get an all dry race. Oh. Texting and typing as well. I'm index finger only. Hello, Tommy. Yeah, right, mate. Session still hasn't started, so while we're waiting for everyone to get sorted and set up, we'll jump onto the Discord. And I'm going through the Discord on my phone now, Kieran, with one thumb. But there we go, getting to what we want to be at. What I want to be at. And anyway, is the driver standings. And it is, so unfortunately, he's off the top of the pile now, but his lead lasted a full 15 weeks. I don't think we'll see another driver hold a position at the top of the league that long. However, Max is in for a shout like in the Premier League. Doing good. I'm all right. We had a bit of a disconnect in League One, so my race was premature. So I've had to help the missus start putting the Christmas tree up. Right, but well, that's another story for another day. There's the goat. Of course, he's the goat. And even Dylan, glad you're here, mate. Me extra eyes in here. So top of the pile now is Senna. As we see Ariel there taking something very similar to the tuna line, but unfortunately even that line's going to invalidate his time, so just needs to be careful. He's got plenty of space behind him. But don't forget, Karat, you're on a quali ban today, so don't set a time, please. Hi, Mini Ramsel. Right, anyway, the tuna line, you've got to love the tuna line. He's back today, we're going to be having a look at him later on. But I'd love to see him grab some points. I really would love to see Tuna get some points. Unfortunately, he is the only driver yet to score. But yeah, we'll get on to these. So it's not going to be Ariel first off, is it? Who's it going to be? It is going to be a McLaren. Is that... Oh, there we go. So unless anything changes, we're right on board with the... Have a look at the tyres with the reserve today, Jonesy. Oh, so putting mediums on. And you'll win the race, will you, Swanee? Hey, I wish you would. You better get yourself on a podium. And I'm not gonna lie, if I could, I had good pace in quali the day, so that from you, get yourself on the podium. So yeah, anyway, back to the tables. Senna leading the way, 186 points. He is 2 points ahead of Jonesy. So, still all to play for. We've got Nizzy in third. He's 56 points away from Senna, so that might be a bit too far to catch him. But he is going to want to consolidate that third spot because he's now 30 points ahead of Broken Arrow, who's moved up to P4. Swapping places with Paige after last week. Broken Arrow's on 100 points, Paige on 97. I don't care what you say them two, they're getting that amount of points. Hats off to you guys. It's been absolutely fantastic to see. We've got Mini Ramsel now rising. He's P6 in the standings on 81. Maniac in 7th, who missed last week but is back today. Yes, he is. Of course he is. He's on 79 points. Ruthless Venom missing today in P8. 9th is Peter. 10th is Swanee. But he is level on points with 11th place Banana Buster. Then we've got Andy Lou, Yash, Ariel in 14th. But again, don't forget, this is only like his third or fourth race with what? Bearded Dave. Again, back this week. I think Dave missed last week as Hasselou puts in a 31 flat. And I mean, it is flat. That is very good. But Yash goes ahead with a 30.7 and a Mini Ramsel with a 30.2. So them two that times there in the 30s already. They're good League One times. But a Hasselou there, as I thought it'd fit in nice from what we're seeing last season. Doing well there indeed. There we go. Tuna pops his first time on the board with a 41.5, and that's a Red Bull now of Senna round the final corner. Oh, he spun it where he did in League One, didn't you, kid? Yeah. So he'll have to just drift there, go really slowly back to the pits as he's missing the wing. And then we've got Jonesy now. No, it's not Jonesy, it's his teammate Broken Arrow. Like I say, as mentioned, on 100 points flat for the season. That's a great accumulation for him. And the American driver is going to be P5 with a 31.5. Good starting times here so far. Is Hasselou going again? No, he's into the pits. So we've got, is that Tuna? No. Is it his teammate Andy Liu? Yes, it is. Andy Liu's coming round the final corner, not the pit straight, and is he going to go better? Yeah, just half a tenth better for Andy Liu, but he's still P4. Who else is on a lap? Nizzy's invalidated, big boy. He's going to come down the pit straight now. Start finish line, what can he do? He's going to be a 31.6. That's P7 for big boy. Okay, so we've got Page in the pit, so this is Nizzy next. Oh, he's invalidated, so he goes again. We've got Tuna, he's invalidated, so he's going for another run now. Driver's coming into the pits. I think we've got Jonesy on a lap. Yes, we have. He's just started his lap. So we'll keep an eye on that. So is that his teammate? Where is his teammate there? No, it's not. It's in Williams. Is that Mini Ramsel? Senna, of course, missing his wing. He's back round in the pit, so we'll stay on board with Broken Arrow. And we'll finish off the standings. So we've got Styles in 16th, Scooby Stew 17th, Chaddaz is in 18th, getting his first podium in League 2 last week. Big Boy in 19th, and like I say, Matty yet to score, so he's bottom of the table, and Broken Arrow comes into pits. Well, I didn't see you crash, I just saw the position of your car at the top of the straight after the final corner. We just bounced to you and you were already spun. Right, so I'm on board with Jonesy now. No, he's invalidated. Nizzy going again. Looks like he's going to get a time on the board. What can we see from him then? Nizzy is going to cross the line in P2. That's a good time from Nizzy. Yes, and I just get the mistakes out the way with now, mate. Yeah, but there's a couple of corners, isn't there, where you've got to be careful on the throttle. Scooby's just running late. He's had to pop to his mum's, so he's going to join during quali. And if he doesn't get in after Q1, he's starting at the back. So we're going to... Oh, Shadows is on an out lap. Is that... Page is also on an out lap. So them guys just getting a bit of... letting the others put a bit of rubber down on track for them. Yash back out. So while people are getting ready, I think it will stay on board with... No, we won't, because Nizzy's just invalidated. So hashtag where you at Swanee. Swanee's about to start sector 2. He's just started sector 2. His first DRS zone of the lap. Like I say, P10 at the moment. Swanee sits, but hey, get a race win the day. You never know, but I've got a feeling, he's on an in lap because his fuel light's flashing. We'll give him some camera time anyway. That's a lovely camera angle there, getting the car coming down that back straight. So we've got yellow flags for cars bunching up towards the pit lane there. Peter, I hope he didn't get too impeded there. He's just about to get underway on his second run. Right, here we go, coming through to the pit entrance. Is he going in? I think he is. There you go, you twat you. So Senna back out. What we're going to do, we're going to jump on board with the championship leader as he gets Away to put his first time on the board. Oh, as a car comes out the pits. Oh, who was that? Oh, Matty. Slippery tuner. I hope there was no damage there. That's so unfortunate there for, well, both drivers. I'm sure there was nothing intended. I just hope Senna's got no side damage. Such a awkward, horrible for me. There's a horrible pit exit. But anyway, we're going to jump on board with Paige as she gets round the final corner. She's going to put her first time on the board of a 31.6, and that's current P8 for her. So at the minute, everyone in the 30s is safe. You've got to say that. Definitely the first, the lower half of the 31s. With 3 or 4 potential drivers still to go out. Who's it going to be? Sharaz, I'm sure I can extract a bit more time. I think he's getting better and better on that wheel. Maniac starting a lap. Banana Buster, he's going to be next across the line. What can he do? I'm expecting a good solid midfield of the pack time to start with, and he goes even better with a 30.7. One of only 4 drivers into the 30s. Great time from him. Well done, mate. We're going to miss Sharaz across the line. Can Sharaz? Yeah, Sharaz is up by 2.5 tenths there. So he's into the 31s. He's currently P11. As many Ramsel is offering his teammate a tow, but his teammate's currently in the pits. So Jonesy, the only driver opting to go out on the mediums. So for me, Senna had an unfortunate incident right at the start of his hot lap, so he backed out. So the spin didn't invalidate his lap or mess up his lap, unfortunately. It was Matty exiting the pits, but again, nothing intentional. I've lost where I am. Lost my train of thought. I do apologise. So it is going to be Matty Slippery Tuna coming around this fast right-hander of turn 11 into the tricky. I hope we didn't see another incident there as his cars came past. I hope he got out of the way. I was looking at the corner number turn 11 and 12 there. The Senna is ahead of him, and he has spun again, so he's got to cool them tyres down, and yeah, we're seeing him spin now. You could go for driver of the season, start P20, and still has the potential of winning it. There you go, Senna retires into the pits. He hasn't had the best of sessions. He's got a time on the board, but he is unfortunately out. So himself and Ariel currently they're currently 16th and 17th, but with Styles and Bearded Dave still in the pits, they could get a reprieve, and this could put Slippery Tuna through to Q2. Senna's, he's feeling it off on the winter Jonesy. Maybe you just need a couple of quality sessions just to chill, my friend. Don't get too hot under the collar. So that's Hasselou. I'm sure you can do a last to first, no problem, mate. As Jonesy's already in and out of the pits, but is that his teammate there about to start a lap? So yeah, being on board with Andy Lou was right. So he navigates turn 12 okay, 13 into 14. All the corners in the sector 3 basically hook up to each other. Oh, he's coming. Whomever starts on pole can have it, getting blocked in every lap. Well, we did catch a couple. The one we did catch, I mean, I've got to admit it was a bit of a... Ooh, what's happened there? Page is retired in the pits. Feeling safe there. I should put herself in danger as Big Boy takes a spin there coming round turn 12. You catch that inside curve at turn 12. It's so high, it's going to always upsets the cars. Drivers there in front getting a bit of a... Is that Swanee? It is. He's getting a tow off his teammate, so we're going to ride on board with this, see what we can do. When does the slipstream turn into dirty air? Now he's looking for Mini Ramsel now to keep it floored, because it's the back straight he wants the tow, isn't it? Oh, he keeps that validated, well done. Oh, this is a tricky corner, isn't it? At the bottom, turn 5, turn 6. And you need a good exit out to 7 here. Now he wants the good slipstream and tow. DRS. You can see him, he's ever so slightly. There you go, now he's closed up and his teammate's getting out of the way. And he's going to catch right back up to him again here on the next straight. There you go, straight back into the slipstream. Now watch from Ramsel, just either going straight on or going wide left, which he has done. Releasing Swanee. Jump on board, have a look at his line through turn 11, the end of turn 11 there, into 12. Stays well away from that curve, as we see from the overhead. Did he invalidate it? No, he didn't. He might have gotten a reprieve there. So we've got 30 viewers joining us. Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you're enjoying your tea or dinner or whatever you call it. As we're going to watch Swanee put his time in, and that is 3.5 tenths. There you go. He gained 3.5 tenths. And he got lucky on a couple of corners, did Swanee, so maybe he feels he's got a bit more time in the tank. But he's into the 31s now, with Senna and Ariel already out. Styles looks like he's going to start at the back. That turns 1, turn 2 aren't where you want to be, are they? When you're in the middle of the park. Dinner, not tea. He says, well, you see, it's tea to me. Dinner to me is what you'd call lunch. So it's tea time for me. Can we get a poll up? Is it dinner or tea? No, we'll not go down that road. But yeah, Slippery Tuna is out of this session. He's going to start 16th. Senna and Ariel 17th, 18th. Styles is in 19th. And Scooby Stew, when he joins the lobby, he's going to start 20th. So let's have a little dissection of this first qualifying session, shall we? So Mini Ramsel so far, and he's going to finish his, well, he's already finished, isn't he? But he's going to finish the session by the looks of it in P1, so that's a nice little confidence booster for him. Known his main rivals really in Senna and Ariel further down, you might say. As we've got a new follower. Who's that? It's all flying up. What's going on? Jake's cheering, which we obviously all love to see. Dinner is winning. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's only up here where we'll call it tea. Well, I've always known it as tea as opposed to a cup of tea. So anyway, Realsy Streams, welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're well. Which track is up next? Well, it's France today, and I think up next week is Japan, but I could be wrong. But Nizzy as well, he's 2 tenths behind Mini Ramsel, and the last few weeks have been a bit indifferent for Nizzy. So it's good to see him up there. Hasselou, like I said earlier on, reserving today. He's in P3 currently. Like I say, done well when he drove League One them few times last season, although he was at the back at the time. He's obviously getting a lot more practice in now he's back, looking to claim a seat somewhere within the 5 divisions we have. And who we got? Yes, Max, love to see it, love to see it. Yes, mate, it is all equal performance on the cars. So we'll have a quick look here. We've got all that. I like to say Banana up there. Yash again doing well in quali to start up with. And Wells Peter broken hour there, P7. That's a good time from him there. He'll be looking to get into the 30s definitely late. Aye, Hasselou, mate. Good first qualifying session. Very well done, mate. Very well done indeed. There we go. There you go. Nice little Q1 session there. Just existing. That's all we can do, mate. And hopefully have a bit of fun while we're on the game. This F7 Racing says, go on, Jonesy. Aye. We all love to see Jonesy in the comms box at the end of the race. It's been a couple of weeks since we've heard from him. So, like I say, 15 weeks as league leader. That's definitely going to be a stat in this division. That'll stand for a long time, in my opinion. Who we're on board with? Is it Peter? It has a chance to rain in Q2 and Q3, says Mini Ramsel. Nice, thanks for the heads up, mate. But it's looking to... Well, that's telling me with these guys racing out the pits, you have Peter and... Who's the other one? Is that Nizzy? Yeah, Peter and Nizzy fighting for position there, weren't they? So, a lot of drivers out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers out. Already. Other drivers know there's more now, so this is telling me rain is imminent. All want to get the times in now, and they're pretty much... Oh, the strategy's looking mixed. If rain is imminent, and they've got to get on and get a time on the board quick, we're going to have a right mix-up of strategies here, aren't we? As I see, only 3 drivers now still in the pits. Oh, it's going to be looking good for a bit of rain. It looks so bright. Yeah, I'm not used to all these cars getting out on the track straight away. There you go. Japan is a bad track. What's that? F7 Racing says aerial when you're racing. Yeah, there you go. He's explained it. East aerial's going to start at the back of the grid. Serving a quali ban today. So on board with Peter. Let's have a look as he goes down into turn 1. Aiming for them yellow, whatever you call them. Well, markers, aren't you? Well, that's what I'm doing. Aiming to get inside of the yellow markers. Stays off that inside curb there. Just lets up a little. Could have been a bit quicker through turn 6 there. Nice through 7 onto the straight. Coming down the straight, reaching 200 miles an hour. Ooh, he may have turned a little too early and had to correct. Same again with that one. The gold race in our partners ELR is tonight, mate. That's 7:30 over on the YouTube channel. Oh, that's a good inside corner. There you go. So he's aiming. Yeah, it's basically on. It'll be on about half an hour after we end here. So we finish around about 7 o'clock. So anyway, we're going to finish this lap off. Get that late apex there from Peter. Straighten that car up before he puts his foot down. And he's going to put the first time on the board today of a 32.3 on the medium tyres. That's a good benchmark, but the times are going to get quicker though. Andy Liu on the softs, a 31.0. Nizzy on the mediums, a 31.1. Mini Ramsel on a 31.3 on his first lap, as he just misses that corner to his right hand side there. And spins it coming out of turn 2. Yeah, I think that might have just put him off a touch there and compromised his line. Maybe he wanted to be a bit wider. Hopefully no damage done apart from the hot tyres. The Shadows puts in a 35.2. That'll be a banker from him. So who else? Hasselou there on a 31.2. Tells me he's going for a back. That's just a banker. Andy Liu and obviously Banana Buster there. Oh. Yeah, as we see, it is getting cloudier. So Banana Buster not taking any chances there. Banging in a 30.0 on the soft. So that's a good competitive time from him. Same as Andy Liu. Hasselou the same. So I think these three drivers are all committed to starting on the softs. Page, again, I think that's just a banker from her. Same for Shadows. Now, what we learned on from Friday and earlier on, that your second lap seems to be the better of the quicker. If you're putting in 2 laps, your second lap is generally, was generally quicker. I know it's such a long straight. Is there enough corners to heat them tyres up over 1 lap? We've been proven wrong. So Peter is going again. Hopefully he's going to improve his time, and yeah, he is. He's nearly 4 tenths up. So we're going to keep an eye on that as the Streamlabs covers me map. So I don't know who's next. So we're having a look at Yash's invalidated. Swanee's just started his lap, so it's going to be Paige next. Is she going to the pits? She gets very wide and she dives into the pits. So we've got now Tauri. Scooby joined, good stuff. So he's going to be starting. As Hasselou's drove on his Q1 tyres to give him his delta. So again, he's going to be going again, but I don't think he's going to beat that time on medium. So that's what I mean. Another set of softs for him to beat that time. Where we are. Ooh, Peter there. I think he's just moved out the way coming through turn 11. He didn't want to interrupt. Oh, it's the Williams drivers. Or is it the Williams drivers? No, it was Broken Arrow. I think he was getting out the way with. Mini Ramsel isn't the driver there. Is it Swanee? Big boy. So it's Jonesy. He's about to start his first lap. There we go. This time we'll jump on board with the... Oh, he's invalidated last and next. How unfortunate. So he needs to get round and get a time in, as we're seeing times 32.003 there from Swanee. Now is he getting a good exit through 1 and 2 to go for back-to-backs. Lost a bit. Well, he's used plenty of bare battery there, so he's only on 30% as he comes out of sector 1. He's got a little bit of traffic there in front of him, but he's down 1.5 tenths. So I think he might just back out of this one to conserve his tyres, because his fuel light is flashing. I can have a look now. There we go. So he has. Fair play. Hasselou has came out on mediums. I thought that his first time there, the 31.2 might have been a touch too far, but we'll have a look at that as it gets closer to the time. So Swanee, he's coming up the hill, so he's might be a bit down, so we'll have a look. Jonesy, yeah, so he's invalidated. He needs to go again, and he's okay for fuel. Big Boy and Bearded Dave on outlaps. Yash just finishing off sector 1 there, but he's a second and 2/10 down there, as Mini Ramsel has improved indeed on his third lap. He's up to P2 on a 30.7. So what's that? That's half a second from Hasselou. So yeah, if he feels he can do it, good luck to you, mate. And he's about to get himself underway there now. So we've got Big Boy, Bearded Dave. He's about to start his lap. Is that someone cutting straight into the pits? Yes, it is. So we're going to jump on board with the other McLaren, who's on the other side of the track now, coming around turn 12. Has Yash made up any time? I think he's coming into the pits as well, isn't he? He certainly is. Jump straight on board with Jonesy then, as he starts sector 3 after putting in a purple sector 2. So that's good to see from him. There we'll go around this long right hand at turn 11, getting that late apex, not taking the car too wide. Again, another late apex here of turn 12 on the left, but you've got to stay off that curb, don't you? And then we've got these final couple of corners, 13, 14 into 15, all linking each other up. You need that good exit, straighten the car up, power down, and it looks like he's going to go for a time now, and that's a 31.726, so that's P6 from Jonesy. He's looking to possibly a soft medium. The strategy today is I've just jumped. We've got a gaggle of cars come through there, so Shadows has improved to the 32. Peter, he's up to 32.3. Broken Hours in 11th. And we've got yellow flag there. I think that's for Big Boy. Yep, so Big Boy jumped to P5. And Bearded Dave there's jumped to P10. Oh, he was up, but he invalidated. It says Hasselou as Mini Ramsel is retired. He's happy with that. I think it's a medium. I'm going to guess a medium hard strategy for Mini Ramsel. So anyway, Paige is next, but she's on an outlap. Broken Arrow. Is this back to... This aerial says Mini Ramsel's slow. Oh, I think he's sandbagging. I'll stir it up a bit now. Is Jonesy going to go again? Is he up? Looking a very... Just looking to course that through there, but very good exit there from Jonesy. He is, half a second up. Stays P6. Trying to get under his... Yeah, man, he's a rival, isn't he? It's race time. Got to get that banter going. It's always good to see. Always good. For me, so it's got to be Big Boy getting out of the way. Yes, it is. There it goes. We see the Bearded Dave just drive past in front, so we'll jump on board with him. Now, he's got the fuel on board, but it looks like he's saving up and he's going to go again. So there you go. So Hasselou has opted to swap to the soft tyres. I'm feeling they are going to be the tyre you need to be on right about now to get through. So that's through turns 1 and 2 for Bearded Dave, all looking good, but a yellow flag has come up. Oh, that's for Big Boy retiring. We've got a slow car going through the chicane on the back straight there. We're riding on board with Bearded Dave, having a look at his first sector time there on this run, and he's at 10th up. How was League 1? League 1 was it was bad for me. It was a lobby desync, so unfortunately I got sent into the wall and my race ended prematurely. But I mean, It'll not go down in the record books as the best League One race, but it got done in the end. There's Bear Banana Buster there, retires in P1. Maniac puts one time on the board, saves his medium tyres, and he's happy to start in the midfield on fresh tyres. I like that, you know, when a driver says, no, it's mediums, that's my strategy, I'm starting on mediums, if it means it's going out in Q2, I'll do it, and I'll battle my way through. So I like that, I really do. Swanee back out on an out lap. As went off the BL Davis, he's cut out across the line. Can he improve? He does by 4/10. That puts him in P9. So Sharaz is in danger. Swanshanks needs to get going, but he's going to let Yash drive past him here. But you need to be careful, you don't invalidate by staying off too long. So he hasn't, he's got a bit of space. So Yash has gone P1 with a 30.3. Good lap there from Yash. I've got to admit, I've never seen so many drivers going through to Q3 here on the soft tyres. So we're going to look at Hasselou. Where's he going to put it? He goes P1 ahead of his teammate with a 30.1. I like what I saw there, mate. Very well done there. Fair play to you. Oh. What's up? So Bearded Dave going very slow there as Q2 comes to an end. So he is in danger. Where Swanee, he's not going to get ahead of the Bearded Dave. He's invalidated and going very wide. I wonder if he's got some damage. Broken arrow, let's have a look. Paige, she's going to start 15th, so it's only all on Broken Arrow now. I hope the two McLarens ahead of him don't get in his way, because they might be slowing down. But I want to look at a purple sector 2 there from Broken Arrow. So he's going for it, and he's got a gaggle of cars. I want to hope they all stay out the way. Through turn 11, that's all fine. Coming through turn 12, all good there. Car to the left. Yash, just be careful. Ooh, that might have impeded him a bit. But he managed to stay away there, and the other McLaren was safely in the pits. So hopefully Broken Arrow can still gain enough time to get himself into Q3, and I believe he has. Of course he has. That's P5 for him. Thankfully, Yash didn't get in his way. So yeah, Mini Ramsel, highest driver there. Well, only one of 3 drivers to qualify on the medium. So from what I've seen and what I've driven in, completely alternate strategy of the day, unless it's a wet race. I know we heard there was a chance of rain in Q2, Q3, but it doesn't look like they will. So there we go. Out of this session, we have starting in 15th is Paige. Maniac's going to start in 14th. Swanee in 13th. Shadas in 12th. And the Bearded Dave in 11th. All them guys are going to have a fresh choice of tyres if it's a dry start at the start of the race. And that leaves Peter, Nizzy, Mini Ramsel. They're the only 3 in the top 10 that are going to start on mediums. This Page just kept invalidating on our mediums. That's such a shame. Yeah, again, a solid group of drivers going out in Q2 there, so we'll look for the midfield pack to really put a pressure on the top 10 at the start. And I don't know if it's me. Oh, there we go. Just needed it to load up. Absolutely. Came back with a good result at the same place in League One. So who knows? Exactly. Stay out of trouble. Just need not to spin. Well, we're going to keep the tyre off because we know what the drivers will be on. Have I changed? Oh, it is fastest lap, isn't it? And it is Mini Ramsel to lead the way. So we're right on board with the, well, watching the overhead of the Williams driver. We'll see who... so 3 drivers should have 2 sets of fresh softs. Potentially 3 in this session if they want to do. Oh, there's a lot of variables, isn't there, Paige, with this group of drivers. Boom, boom, boom. Personally, I can't put a poll out because I'm not on the PBE account on Twitch. Jake Wilson has that ability. Some Sig 1, I'm going to assume that might be Hasselou there, saying he's more worried about Yash in case that's his teammate. Jake Wilson, he sets the polls up. I would like to see one. I'm not going to lie. There was 5 drivers consistently into the 30s. I am his teammate, just not in this league. I'm trying to work out which one you are. Oh, you Hassel? Oh, I don't know, no. Anyway, onto the action. Coming through turn 1 and turn 2 for the first time of this session is Mini Ramsel, who we're going to jump on board with. So 50 metre broad, he's breaking down again, aiming for that yellow. You may know me as the guy who likes Pringles, and he messes that lap up straight away. So he's backing out to go again. Andy Liu now, he's going to be heading the pack in this session then. So down the back straight, keeping it all the way to the right there. Half the car and half the car to sweep it left. Taking a lot of curb. I don't take that much curb because it's all about the exit. Coming out of this corner, a lot of drivers go well wide where you saw Ramsel there, but you're seeing Andy keep it to the left, not running out so wide on the entry to that little straight, tucking it in there for turn 11 into the little dip, isn't there, then the other way on turn 12. So as you're going right into 11, you're dipping down, but left into 12, you're slightly rising, aren't you? And then the late apex of 14. You've got to make sure you don't run out wide on 15 there, but I think he might have gotten a slower exit and Andy Liu is going to still put in a 30.8, but Nizzy straight away there with a 30.3, half a second. I think that last exit might have compromised him. Yeah, Hasselou, I think that's his banker. That could even be his Q1 tyres, that one there. So Mini Ramsel is gone again. We're going to jump all the way down to, no, it's not Big Boy because he's invalidated, so it's Broken Arrow now. Came out very late compared to the rest of the guys. Banana Buster, the only one still in the pits. Jonesy currently on and out lap. I think he's going to have to back out a touch so you can get the cars in front into the pits. Are going again, and there you go, Broken Arrow with a 30.6. P4 for him, just 100th of a second there behind Peter. In fact, it's 9 thousandths, isn't it? By the looks of it, how is my maths? No, it's 11 thousandths. So 100th of a second there. Separates P3, P4, 3/10 to P2, and 3/10 to P1. Yash currently sitting in P1 with a 30.0. So Mini Ramsel inside of turn 12. Peter getting right out of the way there. Coming well wide to enter 14. Getting as far left as he can as Peter has entered the pits, and that's just glitched on the screen there. I guessed it. Aye. I'm learning you little. Now pay attention. As Mini Ramsel goes pole position, Norway with a 29.7. That's an absolute fantastic time there, young man. That'll be proud. Big boy now, is he getting a time on the board? He is, and that's a 30.8. So a lot of drivers into the 30s now, but Mini Ramsel has just took the sandbags off, hasn't he? He's took the sandbags off as Jonesy's made a mistake. I don't know. Maybe he just feels there's too many cars around and he can't get a decent run. So something's happened to his lap there. So Banana Buster still to exit the pits. Hasselou is saving his fresh set from his last run. Big boy is on a lap, but he's down by 1.5 seconds. Nizzy is on a lap, but is invalidated. So, and Mini Ramsel is invalidated. So, while there's a bit of an interlude. Oh no, there's not. We can ride on board with Banana Buster, and I can get a rehydrate. So then, we're going to jump on board with the reserve today. Doing a very good job in this qualifying session. We're going to have a look, see what he can do on his hot lap. Getting through where purple there, purple sector 1. That's what he wants to see. Nice little confidence booster. Good exit out of turn 7 onto the straight. What's his top speed? We've seen his teammate, I think it was, get to 200 miles an hour, and he does exactly the same, 200 miles an hour. Dropping it down 4th gear for the left hand, the right hand, and then this tricky. You need a good exit. Oh, he's invalidated. Yeah, it is tricky. So back out, slow it down to go again. We're going to jump straight on board then with Banana Buster. And he puts a purple sector 2 in now, so it's good to see these guys putting in at least personal bests. Of course, we've seen good times from Banana Buster already, so this potentially could it be a pole time or a personal best time? We'll wait and see. Unfortunately, I think Mini Ramsel has just set the bar a touch too high for the other drivers, being totally meaning that with the utmost respect. I mean, you would of course expect Senna to be up there, but can Banana Buster? Is he going to prove us right? Is he going to prove us wrong? And he's just out there. He's P4 for Banana Buster. Yeah, it's 7/10 off Nizzy. Unless his second lap, like we said, can be quicker. Is it 7/10 quicker? I don't know. We'll have to find out later. But we want to jump on board with Andy Liu, who's going to... Oh, he's on his next lap. His next, so we want to jump on board then with Jonesy. Still to put a time in. Where's he coming? He's coming around 13 now, keeping that line as straight as he can into 14. Of course, the late apex, there you go, he clips that. And gets a good apex there and a good exit for me. We've seen worse. We've seen worse, and he's going to put his foot to the floor and he's going to cross the line, and he's in the 30s with a 30.2. Well, that's definitely by far his best lap of the day. And he had one shot at it. Well, that was his last shot at it for me, and he done it. So fair play, well done. Was that Yash? It was. Going up to P2, or was he already P2? But he's on 30.0. He's going to... Well, we'll have a look in a second. He's going to finish sector one, isn't he? This big boy gets right out his way. Is he up on his time? He is. He's up by nearly a tenth, nearly 2 tenths, 1.7 there. 0.17, sorry. He's away, so good drives from both Mercedes McLaren drivers. As Yash is into the pit, he's got to be happy with that time. As he says no, so he's had an incident, and oh, Hasselou cutting that you are 3 tenths up. Such a shame. 29.4. That might have even beaten a Senna time. I'm not too sure. Yash now is coming up on his teammate. But I think he's missed his time, he has. So hopefully Hasselou can get out the way. Next lap got invalidated this and next. So he's getting at least a bit of a slipstream here. Can he get pole? No, but he's into the 29s. Yeah, Yash, that's fair play, that, mate. A 29.8. Just, what's that? 6 tenths. 600ths of a second. Ah, mate. Great effort there. And I think at the very least, your teammate helped. Andy Liu, though, he's about to start sector 3. But he's 5 seconds down, so that's his quali session over. Broken Arrow, who's next? Broken Arrow going very slow, though, so I think that is it. Hasselou, and yeah, mate, you just weren't there for you. But fair play, you give it everything. I was hoping you could. As Nizzy, we missed Nizzy, but Nizzy's gone into the 29s as well. So the top 3 there, guys. Hats off to you. I honestly didn't think we'd see 29s. It's great to see the 3s do that, and this is going to be very interesting start of the race now. So Mini Ramsel there is going to start on pole position. Alongside him is going to be Yash, and behind him is going to be Nizzy. And alongside Nizzy, you're going to have Andy Liu in 4th. And you've got, how many times have you got these two Alpine drivers in and around each other? So you're going to have them side by side on the 3rd row of the grid. Jonesy and Broken Arrow. Hopefully them two can get through that first couple of corners without incident. As at the very least, they've got to be in with a shout for a Constructors title. There we go. That's your Q3. That's your qualifying session all done and dusted. There you go. So it was 0.065. Yeah, you can definitely get the win from 10th. Anything can happen in this race. A track not known for a lot of safety cars, but we've seen plenty. Well, I've seen a few this weekend. So an even less than a 10th there. Splits 1st and 3rd. So like I say, guys, the top 3, hats off to you. Get a good advantage at the start because you know you're going to have the likes of Senna and Ariel coming through the field, and you cannot write out Andy Liu or Jonesy. You know you're going to get a solid race off Broken Arrow, Banana Buster, Peter and Big Boy. And if Hasselou is feeling a bit down from a bad Q3 session, let the other two know you can do a job. But yeah, no ruling you out for a podium. Anything can happen. Is a slow and steady wins the race, Ariel? Isn't that what they say? Especially the first couple of laps. Then as soon as you get your DRS trains going here, I know it will make it harder. But like I say, Senna, definitely expect him to get through. But will he be patient enough to get past the slower cars in front? That's going to be a question, obviously. Sig's sure Yash is going to come off and hand a free place. So, like I say, so drivers setting the strategies up now. It is lovely weather in France around the Paul Ricard circuit. 27 of years joining with. Great to see for this start of League 2 what we're going to get. Right, tyre situation then. Oh, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We've got all three compounds being used at the start of this race. So, like we knew before already, only 3 of the top 10 are starting on mediums. The rest of the top 10 are on softs, and then no one outside the top 10 has started on the softs. So, Mini Ramsel on a different strategy to the driver alongside him in Yash, and this likewise for Nizzy and Andy Liu, both Alpine drivers on the same strategy, but with no broken out. Does he setups with their good tyre wear in mind? So expect Jonesy to pit first, broken out after him, Banana Buster in 7th, or also a different strategy to the guy alongside him. And then the 5th row of the grid there, Big Boy, Hasselou, both starting on softs. So we're dropping to the bottom half of the grid, and we'll see Bearded Dave in 11th. The first driver with the free choice of tyres has opted for the hards. So can he do a hard soft? People are saying a medium soft is possible if you're good on tyre life. Maybe Bearded Dave just thinks a hard soft is a better way to go. Sharaz and Swanee both opting for medium tyres. Maniac opting for the hardest compound. So a little bit of a mix from what I was saying before with the Maniac. I know he wants to go through on mediums, staying well away from the soft. So I don't know. Something tells me with a Maniac he might go for a medium tyre after this. So a hard medium for him, and then the rest of the grid from 15 to 20th all starting on medium tyres. There we go, we'll get that done. And Scooby Stew has joined, so hopefully he's not too rusty as he gets lined up on the grid. So from tyres, we'll go to position change. Oh, we are revved. Lights are out, and it's go, 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 right at the start. And we're seeing some Red Bull get a slow start at the back of the grid there, and I think that's a Beard Dave. It is. He's took a spin on the start-finish line there as he's too much power down. It was a C. Senna's already jumped up 4 places, and there's Yash, took a spin. It was called in the comments early on, but Yash has spun out of turn 2, and he's all the way back down into 17th. As we've got the beard of Dave and Yash taking spins early on. I didn't see too much carbon fibre fly around. Jonesy's up a couple of positions already into P3. Good start from him. Andy Lou holding it in fourth. Banana Buster in fifth as they're coming round out of turn 7 onto the back straight for the first time. Green flags are flying there. And it was a yellow flag, but we're back to racing. Hasselou there, he's up 4 positions already after a sector as they're coming down into this deep braking zone to get to third gear for the left-right chicane there. Are we seeing any yellow flags? No, we're not. Broken Arrow, the only driver there in the, well, I was going to say in the top 10, but it's not Broken Arrow. Big Boy as well have both dropped positions. We've got yellow flags as well. Again, further down the grid as Mini Ramsel's out. Mini Ramsel's out from P1. I don't know what's happened there, but he's coming round turn 10 and it looks like he's lost it and sent it into the wall, and he's out, and that's Nizzy taking the lead of the race. I don't think there's going to be a safety car, but there you go. He's done what I've done on my debut. So he's took turn 10 and he's headed straight to the right into the wall as he says his controller didn't turn. So it's like I say, it's just yellow flags at the moment as Nizzy gets the fastest lap, or the first lap obviously. And of course, as we'll see there, 3 drivers into the pits. Unfortunately, Scooby Stu, who's up 5 positions at the minute, has had to dive into the pit. Jonesy's had to pit. Jonesy's had to pit also. And the Maniac's also had to pit. So there's a great shame there, especially from the Maniac, who's probably looking for a long first stint. But he can go medium now till the end of the race. I'm sure he can. So we'll get quickly back onto the tyres, see what they've changed onto. So mediums for Scooby Stu, mediums for Maniac, and hards for Jonesy. So the Maniac can go medium as Big Boy's falling down the grid there. He's had a bad exit out of turn 7 there, and he's had to straighten himself up. Thankfully, put them wheels back, kept them wheels on the car. So Nizzy now, he's got the lead of this race. He's half a second ahead of Andy Lou. These 2 guys must be licking their lips now after seeing that. Banana Buster into third as well. Hasselou, he's up 6 positions. He's got to be licking his lips on his debut in League 2. As the missus says, good evening and good luck. It's been a very eventful start to the start of this one, as I knew it would be. Starting to settle down slightly now as we're coming to the end of lap 2. But look at these drivers, how close they are. Top 4 looking like they're going to have DRS as they get through the first sector. Obviously they're not going to get DRS as they come around the final corner now. That's going to be saved for the next lap. It's the out of turn 7 when the DRS starts. There's Nizzy there, 6 seconds quicker this time obviously. Now they can do a full lap at full speed. Nizzy gets the fastest lap. He is on the mediums though, as I say that. Ariel quickly puts in the fastest lap as he's up to P12 already. Again, like I say, you can stay out of trouble back there. Senna up God knows how many places already. My head isn't working that quick because I'm looking him down the back of the Shadders. Shadders has also had a great start of this race. I capitalised on them early mistakes by people, but we know it's not over yet. There's a long way to go, but Andy Lou did not want to see this time penalty as they're coming down the back straight. DRS open for the first time. He's a sitting duck as Andy Lou, but he only loses 1 position. Hasselou, I think, opted just to back out there and just sit at the back of this bit. Now this is where this is a tricky part. Oh, you might have gotten a bit of a touch there on Andy Lou. But yeah, you've got to be smart on the inside line there. You don't want to be full power. We're seeing an incident happen there in the Premier League race. I think when you get to sector 3, it's all about... Oh, Swanshanks is out! It's all about Swanshanks being out as well because he's lost it in exactly the same place as his teammate. So both Williams, basically a lap or 2 apart, have done exactly the same thing. Coming too fast out of turn 10. I'm expecting they've took too much inside curb, but they've gone flying straight to the right and done the same. So it's yellow flags now. There you go. I think they were because it tucks in, doesn't it? And he's off the racing line. So again, no safety car. We're back to green flag racing. Andy Lou looking on the inside. I think there was a bit of a touch to him into the back of Banana. I hope he hasn't got any wing damage, of course. Showing wing damage now on this game is totally different. We mightn't see any wing damage, but they'll certainly feel it Anyway, he's got the DRS now, and shows how powerful it is. Banana Buster just moves out the way, and Andy Liu gets into P2, and he's going to be wanting to hunt Nizzy down. He's got to be fancying it here today, Andy Liu. Of course, Banana Buster now, is he just going to sit in the middle? Oh, we'll see what Hasselhoff does here. He's sitting in fourth. He's got a 2.2 second gap to the car behind. Now let's have a look at how his brain's working. He's got two cars. He could basically feel. Oh, Banana Buster. I think he might have gotten a warning there on turn 11. Let's see, it's into turn 12 now. He's taking a chance. He's trusting in Banana Buster. Again, coming at the penultimate corner now. It's that late apex. What do you do? Do you gamble on it? No, he sticks it right behind and just stays behind. DRS open on this little start-finish straight now. He goes to the right, and he's side by side, and he's ahead as we get to the second bridge there. And Banana Buster, is he going to tuck him behind? Yes, he is. Very smart driving there from the AlphaTauri driver and the McLaren reserve today. Maybe it is letting Andy Liu just get a bit of a head, a bit of a gap on them. But through corners 3, 4, 5, 6 and coming out into 7, he's lost a bit of time to the leader, Nizzy, having a blinder, feeling confident after that early mistakes by Mini Ramsel and Yash. But look at this, Banana Buster and Hasselhoff. As soon as I go away into the chicane, the side-by-side coming through the chicane, there was little touches there, but they've kept it as fair as they can. Oh, but it's ended up Banana Buster getting a 3-second time penalty. Oh, as Hasselhoff goes very wide there, and I think Banana Buster's just had to yield a bit, lift a bit early. But yeah, it's smart not to battle through turn 11, turn 12, turn 10, any sector 3. Just hold your position, as we've got another yellow flag further back the grid, and that's for Yash. Is that for Yash? It is. Coming to the end of the chicane, I'm not sure if there was an incident there with the bearded Dave, but Yash has took a spin. So Nizzy now, like I say, he must be licking his lips at this. He's pulling away from second place, and he's on the softer compounder tyres. Bearded Dave gets a 3-second time penalty. Looks like for a penalty cutting up turn 11 there. As Peter does the same, 3-second time penalty. That looks like it's through turns 1 and 2. Like I say, Nizzy must be licking his lips. Get this strategy right, because these next 3 drivers are obviously going to pit earlier. Oh, but look at this already. Senna into P5, and I'll get to it in a minute. Mini Ramsel highlighting a good look, everyone. Unfortunately for him, his race has ended prematurely, and we've got a new follower, DXG Dan. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well, my friend. As Yash has had to pit, and he's now at the back of the grid. As Scooby Stew picks up the time penalty. Time penalty's looking like they're going to come into play big time today. Only haven't seen a massive gluttony of penalties, but something's happened here as Hasselhoff's down into P9. I don't know what's happened here. I hope there wasn't too much of an incident, but unfortunately, looks like there could have been between him and Banana Buster, but I don't want to speak ill of anybody. But they were the guys having the battle. Because we're going to have a look at Senna. Oh, Banana Buster has had to come into the pits, as do as Andy Liu. So 5 laps and Hasselhoff's into the pits. So, like we say, there we go. So Broken Arrow, like I said, does have a good strategies for tyre wear. Now, I would not surprise me to see him on them soft for another 4 laps and look to get a medium stint going with 17 laps to go. Right, I'm trying to jump on board. So Senna has made his way through the field effectively, and he's hunting down the leader. Now he's got 3 seconds to make up to Nizzy, but that time is getting closer and closer and closer. We're going to be keeping an eye on that. Look at this, so Shadders He's up to third, 3 seconds behind Senna now. Of course, all these guys still to pit. What they're going to pit to and when they're going to pit is a different question. I do believe Dylan said in the League One race, Shadaz won his race on Thursday with a medium soft strategy. Now it's looking like the drivers are settling down and the gaps are starting to form a bit. This is the marathon part of the race, isn't it? As we're going to have a ball look at Ariel though. There you go. So Ariel has made his way up to 7th and is hot on the tail of Peter. But we're going to have a look at who's that in the pits. But there you go. Also Broken Arrow could only manage another lap, so that's a pit into the pits for him. The last driver on the soft tyres to pit. And that's, of course, as you can see, that's allowed Styles to get up into P4 and his Ferrari teammate there up into P5. But it's Ariel now on the back of Peter. He's going to be the... Oh, is Andy Liu... Oh, it's Broken Arrow just still dropping. So Broken Arrow now going to the hard tyres, looking to get to the end. So I wish you all the best of luck on that one, mate. And it looks like he's going to come out of the pits in P11. I think he's just a bit of ahead, but there you go. As Ariel gets past the first Ferrari that he has in his sights. Again, so powerful, the DRS down the back straight there. As Jonesy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Jonesy currently in 13th after, I believe it might have been an early pit stop. I didn't see if he had any wing damage. Unfortunately, he's picked up a penalty there. Like I say, we're on board with Ariel, who's had a quali ban, so he started P19 on the back row of the grid next to Scooby Stew, and he's up into 7th. Of course, we can see 2.6 the gap now between first and second. And how much time on this little straight can Ariel make upon the Ferrari of Styles? I know he doesn't want to lose too much time to the drivers in front, but he needs to be careful as Scooby Stew is unfortunately out of this race, where Scooby Stew at the exact same position as the two Williams drivers. All three, and that is a safety car. That is a safety car. So the two Williams drivers. Oh, his big boy gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That's not what he wanted to see. Me and Andy Liu. But safety car. What we're looking. As Hassel says, me and Andy Liu bumped. Oh, you just had a little bump. But yeah, there is a safety car. So, does that change the strategies? Do these drivers on medium stay out? Maniac has pitted. Opted to pit to go on to hards. Of course, like I said earlier, Maniac, he's gone back onto the hards, hasn't he? So he knows, he feels they can go to the end, because he was on for a medium, wasn't he? As he's just overtaken the Burt Mylander there. Slippery Tuna has pitted, so he's going to get a chance, I believe, to catch back up. Yeah, he's not going to be lapped just yet, and they are pitting. So Nizzy into the pits. What's he putting on? The Senna's into the pits, and he's put on another set of mediums. Nizzy is going to the hards. Styles hasn't pitted, so he's going to lead this race. Shadaz is pitted for softs. Shadaz is pitted for softs. Will softs go to the end? We'll wait and see. There's Page there into the pits. Onto a set of hards. Banana Buster isn't pitting. He's going to stay on hards. Ariel into the pits and comes out on a set of mediums. Back down into P10. So we're going to have a look. So Nizzy, I still believe, has got the net lead of this race. However, Styles will be leading off. But unfortunate for Nizzy, he's got Senna to contend with. We've got Haslu back up in the third, in the seventh. Peter 8th. Broken out down in 9th. Don't know if he wanted that safety car because he's only just pitted a couple of laps ago. But I think that could be your safety. Yeah, your pit stop's done for this safety car. So Styles not pitting, leads the way. Nizzy did pit. Only cost him one position, that pit stop. But he is on the harder tyres, and we don't know how. If he kind of get them heated up quickly, he might come a crop out of Senna on the safety car restart. We'll be keeping an extra eye out on these two. In fact, we might go to aerial mode on Nizzy so we can see what's happening in front of him and behind him, hopefully. You're half and half with it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's the gamble you're taking. It's a 50-50 gamble. Is anyone? Yeah, I don't think anyone is jumping in. Hopefully we'll be back away at the end of lap 10, but I do got a feeling Tuna might need another lap to catch up. Right, so we'll have a look. Penalties. Big boy, of course, got that drive-through penalty. That's not what he wanted to see, is it really? So he needs to get that back out. Well, I mean, he's down in 15, so it's just going to drop him further back. The Maniac, though, has picked up 10 seconds worth of time penalties. How is he getting 10 seconds worth of time penalties? I've never even seen his name pop up. Mind you, I'm looking at one thing at a time, aren't I? And that's 3 seconds for Jonesy, Bearded Dave, Peter, Banana Buster, and Andy Liu. So, we'll see how they get on at the end of the race. We'll have a quick look at position changes again for you. So there you go. Styles hasn't pitted at all yet, and he's managed to make himself 18 positions, and he currently leads this race. Nizzy's gained a place. Senna, there you go, as you can see, has gained 14 places. Has made a pit stop, but Styles will be feeling a little bit smug at the minute, although he knows he's going to come under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I think we're going to see... Oh, I don't know what's happened here, but Matty's into the pits and out the pit, so I believe, yeah, we're going to have another lap. So, no, it's not. I don't know what happened there, but the safety car notification has just came up saying it's in this lap. So I don't know if with Tuna being in the pits there, it's negated his position on track. And the safety car's peeling away into the pit lane now, so Styles is going to get away, and when's he going to drop the hammer? So out of the final corner, yeah, and he's powered down straight away, but Nizzy's read that well. But not as well as Senna. He's getting a little bit of a gap to Senna. Maybe Senna's just... Oh, we've got a yellow flag, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what that's for. Maybe Tuna's just had a spin trying to catch back up. But guys need to be careful coming out now. I don't know if this... Oh, have we gotten this glitch again? As they're all getting through the first couple of corners, but there's going to be no overtaking enabled, is there? As Ariel is up to 9th. Ariel's made up a position there as Hasselu is getting a 3-second time penalty. Ariel, guys, will see cars ghosting in the background there. I don't know what's happening there with Broken Arrow. I think it might be as Shadas gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I think we might have a glitch here because of Broken Arrow. I think we've got that yellow flag glitch, haven't we? it's got, yeah, it's got, so if I jump on board with Page, Broken Arrow has got the X above his head, as Page has made the overtake. Yep, the lobby is glitched. We need someone. Unfortunately, Yash has left the session. But it is a case of, unfortunately, the safety car. Big boy into the pits. I think the safety car needs to come out. I'm not sure. I think Broken Arrow might have unfortunately triggered it. There you go. So we're green flag racing again. It's disappeared. The glitch has disappeared. So we're going again. Get them 5-second penalties in if they were legit overtakes. Just keep going till the end, guys. So Nizzy, I mean, what it has done, it's made it a little bit more interesting as Maniac gets ahead of Yash. But Senna has yielded a position, or conceded a position here to Shaddaz. Shaddaz, of course, on the softer compound, is going to have to pit in the next couple of laps, I believe. I don't know if that was a mistake by him, but he has getting past Senna, so Senna just needs to be patient. Not to throttle down too much coming out that final corner. There you go. He realises that well. So come down the start-finish straight, the top four now, all within DRS of each other. Styles now up to 13 laps on them tyres. God, them last 4 laps have flew by very, very quickly, in my opinion. We're going further down the grid. We're going to see Hasselou now. He's back with Banana Buster. These two have had a good battle today. I've been really liking what I've seen here between these two guys. I just hope we didn't get an earlier incident. Again, both drivers looking good, but there we go. We're seeing Nizzy with the DRS. Easily gets the position off Styles. Styles, of course, just sticks it to the right. There's no point battling. There's nothing you can do, unfortunately. But this is where it gets interesting. We'll see how quick Shaddaz is on him. Again, Styles isn't using his battery. Was Shaddaz. He may well have been. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. There's been a bit of a glitch. But Styles tucks in, and that allows Senna to get up into P3. I don't know what's happened further down the back of the pack, but all my times have gone. So we'll have to wait till the end of the lap for this to sort itself out. But what we can do is stay on board with Shaddaz. Hopefully get the aerial view. We can see Nizzy in front and Senna behind. There we go with the 2 Ferraris in the background coming down the pit straight. That's what I like to see. Yes, and you've got your top 4 now, all within DRS. So Shaddaz now in the middle of Nizzy and Senna. Senna, of course, looking for race number 4 in a row. Shaddaz looking for his second podium in successive weeks. And Nizzy looking for the race win to put an end to his indifferent run of form, I guess. Don't want to keep making a big thing. He had a couple of bad races a few weeks ago, but this will be good to see. Good for his confidence there, as we see Ariel gaining another position now on the reserve. The reserve in Hasselou, who did get past Banana Buster. And he's looking to the inside now at Ariel as they're coming through turn 10. Again. And that's what every other driver's done so far. I think that you're going 2 by 2. Ooh, Zabir Dave just gets past before the ghost, before Hasselou gets unghosted. But yeah, two cars going side by side through turn 10. I think it spells disaster in this year's game. As Peter gets a 3-second time penalty, Ariel back up into 7th. I was seeing Styles coming to the pits yet. No, we're not, so I'm going to expect him to go to lap 17 before we see him on a pit stop, as he loses that position there to his teammates. So Styles now down into 5th. But looking for him to be very quick come the end of the race. We're going to stay on board at this moment in time with Senna, as he manages just to get brake before going at the back of Shadas there. Again, this is where the action is now, the battle for the win, isn't it? Shadas unfortunately does have a time penalty. Now what can he do here? And he is going to have to pit, because he's on the softest of the tyres. And he is due a pit window, I do believe. I think he's in his pit window as the bearded Dave now gets past Banana Buster. Senna just playing the waiting game, isn't he? 11-12 laps to go. Just needs to stay within half a second. Easy make that time up in a braking zone. Just needs to keep Nizzy in his vision, doesn't he? Knowing that Shadas is going to have to come in pretty soon. Just needs to realise when that cross point is coming for them soft tyres. Crossover point, sorry. Oh, there we go. Could have went in the back of him again, but done really, really well. And he's getting DRS, but Shadas just over half a second out on him. And Shadas puts in the fastest lap as he takes Nizzy. I just missed that in the foreground there as well on board with Shadas, but he has getting past Nizzy. So he's still really making them soft tyres work. And what he's going to have, is he going to be able to stay behind? No, Matty gets right out the way there. Well done, Slippery Tuna there. So we've got Big Boy, I think that is as well, coming through turn 12, has just took a spin. But Nizzy is going to get DRS. Senna is going to pressure him. As Shadas tries to break the slipstream, but Nizzy just follows him right across the left. Is he going to go for the move back? No, he's not. So goes Senna again, nearly goes into the back, but that great awareness and great reactions to keep this battle on. Some great racing there, guys. Again, so here we'll come through turn 10. Further down, we're going to have a look. Next time round, Hassanu back on a battle with Banana Buster in P10. As Banana Buster cuts that corner there. As we've seen a lot of black and white flags on the side there. As Matty's trying to get out the way. As Hassanu's trying to get out up the inside. But there we go, just out the way very safely, very smartly there from Tuna. And what's Hassanu going to do? He just needs that better exit as Andy Liu is into the pits and Styles is into the pits as well. So Styles looking to do 11 laps on the softs. So that puts Bearded Dave up into 6th. Ariel now up into 5th. So Peter has got to finish this race up. Isn't he 4 seconds behind Senna? But got to be careful as we've got a yellow flag for Hassel. Is it for Hassel? It is. Through turns 1 and 2. Unfortunately, he's took a spin and he's now back down into 11th behind his teammate. And Jonesy's getting past him there. Don't know if that was an illegal overtake. And Jonesy's handing the position back. Might have even been a touch between the two of them there. So Page up into 8th. Using all that battery down that back straight there. Into the chicane. Up 6 places for Page so far today. As we're on lap 18. Looking for a few points there. Looking to get past that 100-point mark. And she only needs 3 to do it. And she's on for 4. I hope you can pick them up today. So on to Senna, back to Senna now. The top 3 now. This is where it is, isn't it? So we're going to ride on board. Well, aerial view there of Nizzy. Can we get any changes in positions as Shadas there just extends the gap on the exit And Senna's looking up the inside. Well, he's going to be the outside, isn't it, for turn 1, but he just slots back in. There we go, through turns 1 and turn 2, nice and easy. Round for this little short straight at the end of sector 1. Into turn 3, round 4, slowing it right down for 5. There we go, just don't invalidate, don't pick up any penalties. Nizzy making these hard tyres work for him really well, keeping Senna at bay. There you go, Shadas on the soft tyres, going left, back to the right, trying to get rid of that slipstream, but Nizzy keeping it close. I mean, all top 3 drivers, all on different compound tyres. You'd expect, well, I mean, what would you expect? I don't know what to expect, that's why I'm hesitating. But I've never seen it for a long time. The top 3 drivers in a race, all on different compound tyres. I just hope Shadas is having so much fun, because I think he is going to have to pit pretty soon. Tyres are going to fall off big time. But he's going to get another set of softs to put on to get himself back through the field. It's just been for this portion of the race. There you go, as Shadas does peel off into the pits. For that, what, 9 laps, he has done really, really well. So Shadas, though, is going to drop a few positions. And Nizzy gets the lead of the race again, so we'll jump on board with Senna, because he's obviously going to want to make inroads now on Nizzy. Is he going to feel a bit braver? Of course, he's going to feel a lot more comfortable knowing Nizzy now. Oh, but may get a warning there. Styles gets the fastest lap. Nicely done from him there. So Nizzy is not obviously getting DRS this time round off Shadas. So is he a sitting duck? Was Senna a little further back than Nizzy would have liked? Nope, and he gets this move done. So Senna there picks up a penalty for doing it though. So Nizzy's got to be happy with that. And for a second I thought Senna was going really slow, but he wasn't. And Nizzy now, what's he going to do? He just needs to sit up behind Senna for the next 7 laps, and the race win is his. They've got a 6.5 gap there to Peter, but Peter is under pressure from Ariel. So again, Ariel Ariel had a cube quali ban, so had to start with Senna towards the back of the grid as they're both coming into the pits. There might be a touch there. I hope there was no wing damage done. So Peter and Ariel both into the pits. Did that cause wing damage? We'll have a look at Ariel. Are they changing his wing? No, they're not. No, they're not. So that's good stuff there from him. Page is up now into P5. So Ariel and Peter both pitting to go to softs. I'm assuming Maniac's doing the same. But this has allowed Page up into P5. Banana Buster into P4. Beata Dave on a podium position at this moment in time. Now come on, Dave. I know you've got a ways to go to Nizzy, but you've 2.7 seconds. Let's get this first podium of the season, mate. Come on. Nizzy, though, is going to attract the cameras at this moment in time. So long as he keeps it in DRS to Senna, we're going to watch them as Jonesy now has made it up into PS7. So he's on a good recovery drive. Oh, we're not. It's negated. Shadas now, him and Broken Arrow, but I think Broken Arrow is an AI. Yes, he is. Senna's in the pits. That's not something I expected to see. Senna is in the pits. Has that just given the race lead away? I'd love to know what Nizzy's tyres are on. So Senna in the pits, as we can see, for a set of softs. Beata Dave now comes around the final corner. He's going to move up into P2, which drops Senna to third, obviously. Banana Buster, he's going to move up past Senna. Page is going to move up into P4 past Senna. Where's Senna going to come out? Is he going to get out ahead of the McLaren drivers? Well, he's going to get out ahead of one of them. But he comes out there right behind Yash. He's in P6. He's on fresh tyres. But look at the gaps. Gap to the leader. Oh, gap to the leader. What's the gap to the leader? He's 21.6 seconds away to the leader. Can he make up that time? Don't know if he's going to get the race win today, but he can get that podium. There you go, straight away on Yash. DRS, no contest really, is it? 16 lap old mediums onto fresh softs, and he's back up into 5th. He's now got 2.5 seconds there to make up onto Page, and then a further 3 seconds to make up onto Banana Buster. And with only, what's that, six laps remaining, 5 laps remaining after this lap, as we've got a yellow flag. Oh, is that Andy Liu there has took a spin again. I think that's where it's out of turn 10. So unfortunately for him, that's dropping him back. So we're on lap 23 of 27. Nizzy now is in the lead of this race, all on his own at this moment in time. He's got 5 laps to do, and he's got Senna roughly 18 seconds away. Bearded Dave 3 seconds there ahead of Banana Buster. Bearded Dave on course for his first podium in League 2. I don't want to say anything and jinx it, man, but Senna, he's flying at the minute, isn't he? I think he's going to get into P3 within a lap or two, and then it'll be interesting. It will be very interesting come the last couple of laps between the Red Bulls. We'll have to be waiting to keep an eye on that. As I look further down the grid, we've got Ariel on Jonesy. Again, it's through that turn 10. One driver has to yield. Oh, Styles sneaks through there. Sneaky by Styles. But he gets the move done. So on the outside, looking to go is Ariel, taking them different lines. As he looks for the inside of the penultimate corner to give him the outside of the last corner. Right up the gearbox of Styles. Battery power's on. Is Styles got his battery on? Yes, he has. So Styles are going side by side. Ariel backs out. Very smart and very wise there. But Styles looks like a bit of a tank slapper there as he came out of turn 2. He lost a lot of ground there to Ariel. We'll have a bit of a DRS train now coming down the back straight between Styles and Ariel on the soft tyres. They're going to get a TR off each other and off Jonesy. Well, Ariel off Styles. Jonesy moving over at the left. Looking to see where Styles is as well. What could be 3 abreast, pretty sharp. I don't know if Jonesy and Styles touched there as Ariel went past. But Ariel gets past Jonesy and he's pulling away from Jonesy and Styles. We'll have a look on board with Styles as they're going to come through turn 10. And we've seen a lot of incidents here today coming through turn 10. We've lost all three drivers have crashed in the same spot. We've had a further 2 crashes where the drivers have managed to keep all 4 wheels on the car, but turn 10 has proved to be the danger point today. Jonesy looks like he's just settled it back down. He's keeping that half a second. But as I say that, as we come to start a lap 25, Senna has already made it past not only Banana Buster but his teammate. And he's got 12.5 seconds to get to Nizzy, but with all due respect to Senna, He ain't that quick. Now, can he just help his teammate get this car home? Give him some DRS. Keep him that 2.5 seconds ahead of Banana Buster. He's not. Senna's just launched. He's hunting him down. He's hunting Nizzy down. He's got 2.5 laps. Well, he's got 2 laps in a sector now to close in 11.5 seconds. He obviously is closing the gap. But unfortunately, he's leaving his teammate to do it on his own. There's Jonesy now getting past Styles. So Styles must have took the position off Jonesy, but Jonesy's getting it back. And he's a bit further ahead this lap. As Yash and Shadaz now are going side by side through turn 10, and Shadaz just yields as Yash runs a little wide. So as you can see in the background there, Yash has got both Aston Martins on his tail. You see the drivers taking different lines here. Some of them awkward corners. They don't want to go into the back of the driver. They try to maximise this. Shadow's looking to go the outside of the penultimate corner to get the inside. And look at Ariel there, just dives up the inside of both cars. But Yash has held the lead and maybe he's moved over a little bit too much. He's in the side by side with both Aston Martins coming down the start finish straight. And unfortunately he's lost out to both drivers. And Ariel, oh, but he's looking to make it back here straight away, side by side with Shadas. This tricky turn 3, can he give? And he has, he's hit Shadas, he hit Shadas, he has, I think he's touched Shadas there, you know. I think he's knocked Shadas off course. It's so awkward coming through them little S's. Well, it's a little kinky straight, isn't it? Then 3, 4 and 5. But I think he has pushed right, we'll leave to see what gets reported. I mean, I've got to take care of it later, so we'll see what happens. But what is happening, Paige is holding on to P5, which is effing fantastic for her. Banana Buster, he is closing in on a Bearded Dave, but we're on the coming to the end of the penultimate lap. Can he make enough time but I mean, we're getting a top performance here from Senna, a top performance from Nizzy, but I think Bearded Dave is only a lap away from his first ever podium. Definitely his first podium of the season, but I don't think I've seen Bearded Dave on the podium before in PBE, so we're going to keep an eye on that as we come through. Peter and Styles within a second of each other. Peter on Jonesy. Is he going to get... Are these Ferraris going to get higher up the order than they currently stand now? Unfortunately, penalties come into play. Oh, I forgot about that glitch earlier on and who had penalties. Because we've never seen a safety car had any incidents for ages, so... I mean, in all fairness, no one in the top 5 look, with the exception of Paige. I think Paige has got her 5-second penalty to come off, but I don't think anyone else has, so this could be a position gained for Paige. She could be up to P4, but I don't think she's going to have... No, I don't think she's going to take... Is she going to take Ooh. And Bearded Dave might lose his podium. As Yash is out. Yash has lost it on the last lap. But Nizzy has won the race. He takes the French Grand Prix. Senna is going to cross the line in second from P18. The Bearded Dave, I hope to God, brings home his first podium here. We'll see the gap between him and Paige, because I think Paige has got 5 seconds to come off. I think Paige is going to jump up to P4. Banana Buster is going to end up P7. No, I think Bearded Dave's done it. Bearded Dave has done it. He's getting his first podium. We'll check the gap at the end when the results come up, but I think Bearded Dave has just secured his first podium. The highest driver to get a penalty removal will be Paige, and she'll obviously jump up a couple of positions. As Ariel says, good game. It really was a good race. Few incidences there I think I'm going to have to sort out. Got some timings maybe to come off because of that glitch. Yeah, and it has screwed over a couple of positions. Well, if you report Yash Shadas and he did retire on track, he's going to get punished for that. We're not going to see that. And if that has been claimed, I will ask for footage of his retirement. Asalu, though, you've just put yourself number one as reserve for this division, mate. We'll definitely have you back in come the end of the season. We'll sort all them incidents out. From a spectator point of view, if I'm looking at it solely from that point of view, cracking race. You've got 2 Red Bulls for the first time this season on the podium. Nizzy done a great job holding Senna off on the slower tyre. Can you be an AI in the race? Only if you have a valid reason. That we're not going to think you're taking the mick, but no, you should not be on AI under green flag conditions where you're allowed in. As Jonesy says, it was a graft. It was a graft. We'll have a quick look at the end here. Paige will move to 17 if she reports it. So there you go. Bearded Dave has his first ever podium in PBE. And what we're going to do, we're going to invite him in, aren't we? We're going to get him in. We know Jonesy wants to hear from him. So Bearded Dave, don't go anywhere, mate. Hopefully he's still online. No, he's not, so we'll go to the alphabet. Oh, because it's friggin' the Bearded Dave, isn't it? Yes, Dave. Davey, wavy Davey. There you go. Shadows, if you've got a pen removal, get it in. Well, there we go. There's his invite. How are Dave? Get yourself in here, lad. Bearded Dave. God, when I first joined, he was already in the league. So he's been here over a year. As Jake Wilson cheers, oh, he's definitely getting driver of the day. If you don't vote Bearded Dave driver of the day, but no, he's been here as long as I've been here in this division. I always single out Dave, Maniac, and Swanee because of them 3 drivers I've joined. Well, here when I joined, and here he is. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, his first podium, Bearded Dave! Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Well done, mate. What a race that was! What a race! How are you feeling? Oh, mate, no, honestly, I know I'm going to speak for everyone who's... God, I mean, I joined this server over a year ago. Like I said, you were here, Maniac and Swanee. You know, what Premier, well, Champion Tier 2 when we first start. Oh, Dave, they can't hear you. Let's see, can you hear Dave? I can hear you, obviously. Are your party settings? Can you hear Dave yet? I don't. Right. Let's see. They'll tell you on the stream straight away. Can you see him yet, guys? getting anything off the guys here. Oh, it's too high. Yeah. Oh man. Oh mate, that's it. Oh, no, it really was. I know. Oh, I always, yeah, I had no doubt of that. You were never going to hold him up and risk both of his races. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be not good at all. But, oh man, I don't know if no one's put anything on that they can hear you or not. Right, well, I'll let... No, mate, honestly, I'm buzzing for you. I really am. Like I say, we know how long you've raced here, and it is. But no, mate, honestly, respect, great race, and I'll speak to you in a bit, buddy. Right, see you in a bit, mate. Right, we did try to sort his connection out there, so I'm sorry if you didn't hear Dave. But make sure you get onto the Discord and give him his love. Like, we know how many races he's put in, how long he's been at the server, and for me, I couldn't have wished it on a better bloke today. Now, Swanee Maniac, although Maniac, I think, has had a podium. Swanee, where you're at, Swanee, you've got to get yourself in here next. With only a few races left, it's got to be sooner rather than later. Right, so anyway, we're going to leave it there. Great racing from everyone. Get your incidences in if you need them penalties removed from the glitch. And I'll see you next week for League 2 action. But of course, Thursday, we're going to be first. And I think we're in Japan next week with Dylan and his championship boys. So until then, take care and bye for now.